What's going on, everyone? It's Jimmy the Rain here, and in this video I would like to talk to you about the truth of the digital nomad lifestyle. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because a lot of people have been asking me about it, and I feel like there is a lot of misconception out there. So if you follow me on Instagram, you see that I travel pretty much all the time to various countries, and it's easy for people to make an assumption that just because you go to exotic location simply means that you must be spending all your time on the beaches, partying, going into nature, doing all types of adventures, and it almost feels like you never work. But the reality, and obviously it depends on a person, the reality is that a lot of digital nomads work a ton, right? And just because you travel to exotic locations doesn't mean that suddenly work ceases to exist. And it's hard for people to reconcile this because a lot of people feel like, well, if you travel so much, if you go to all of those incredible places, you probably are not working. But in fact, the opposite is true. You have to summon a lot of discipline to get work done, because when you are in an amazing place, let's say here we are on the La Palma Island, as you can see, tremendous views. There's so many incredible places here. It is very tempting to just wake up in the morning and go out there and explore and not do any work. It takes a lot of discipline and perseverance to open up that laptop in a cafeteria when you know that you could be on the beach. And this is something that a lot of people, don't think about. A lot of people have this misconception that, well, lifestyle design is just about enjoying yourself. But if you just keep enjoying yourself without working, how can you keep making money? How can you possibly build your business? And there's something that is a huge misconception that a lot of people unfortunately fall into, and is this idea that you can design a business where you just won't have to work at all. Now, is it possible? Yes, of course, it is possible to create self-operating businesses. You can automate a lot of things, but it takes time, it takes effort. You got to be smart, you got to put in the background work, you have to build the foundation, and then eventually you can automate a lot of things. But if you just optimize for that from the very beginning, if you just focus on the lifestyle element rather than focusing on creating value for the world, then most probably things will not work for you. For example, when I go to different conferences, I meet a lot of people who ask me, "Hey Jimmy, so you've been building all of those courses. Now I have a question for you. What can I do to build a course very quickly that's gonna make me enough money so I don't have to work anymore, so I can just travel and collect passive income?" And the moment someone asks me a question like this, in a sense, I already know that they will fail. And the reason I know that they will fail is because rather than focusing on the value that they should be wanting to deliver to the world, they just focus on that outcome, on the short-term gratification, on the lifestyle, right? They imagine themselves driving a cool cabrio, being on a beach, living in awesome apartments, eating amazing food, and just chilling and checking how much money they've made. Now, if you just focus on that, well, what about hard work? What about creating value? What about putting all the necessary pieces of the puzzle together? So again, lifestyle like this is possible, but the interesting thing is that when you try to always only optimize for lifestyle, you're not likely to get it, right? On the other hand, when you focus on providing value, you are more likely to get that lifestyle. And the moment you get to the point where you have all the freedom to pretty much run your business, maybe spending a couple of hours a week managing it, not doing anything else, you'll realize that you still want to work. And this is something that may be hard to wrap your head around, especially if you're stuck in maybe corporate job that you don't like and you have those dreams of, one day I'm going to build a business that's going to make me so much money that I can just travel and travel and travel without doing anything else. But once you get to that point, again, you realize that you don't want to just chill on a deck chair drinking margaritas and enjoy your time on the beach. No, you want to work. We humans are designed to work. And the moment you stop working, the moment you stop, pursuing some type of mission, your life becomes miserable. Now, of course, there are different types of people. I'm not saying that this applies to every single person, but from what I've seen, talking to a lot of people from all over the world who have been building businesses and also looking at my own experiences, I've learned that you want to have a sense of purpose. You want to have something out there that you really want to work on. For example, myself, right? technically, a lot of people, if they looked at what I do, if they looked at my financials and everything else, they could claim, well, Jimmy, you don't have to work. You could technically retire because you make more money passively than you spend every month living your ideal lifestyle. Then why would you even work? Why are you making those videos? Why are you sitting on your laptop? Why are you presenting on stages? Why are you involving yourself in new businesses? I let you just close the deal, getting into brand new business. I can't talk about it yet. Hopefully I'm going to tell you a bit more soon, but I'm getting minority ownership of a new business. And people could tell me, why are you doing all of this? It doesn't make any sense because you could technically retire, but that wouldn't make me happy. It would make me itchy, right? I mean, what am I doing with my life, right? The purpose of life is not just to chill. Now, is it okay to take those times just to chill? Is it okay to take 1 or 2 months, or maybe even 6 months at a time, just to relax and embrace meditation, do a long yoga retreat, or hike in the mountains? Of course, it's amazing, right? And there's time and place for that. But I just feel like if you purely optimize for this, if at the beginning of your entrepreneurial journey, you just are thinking about that carrot, that, hey, I just want to get there, I want to be able not to work at all, then you're probably not doing what you should be doing. Because if you work on the type of business that makes you really happy, that you have passion for, that, then why would you even want to retire? Why would you want to retire? Anyway, this is one of those spontaneous videos I decided to make because a lot of people have been asking me for this. A lot of people have been, so in the past, for example, I used to post a lot of travel content. Nowadays, I still post from time to time, but I don't post as much as before. But a lot of people tell me, hey, I see you are in Maldives. Hey, I see you are in Thailand. You are doing some crazy jungle trip. Do you ever work? And I always told people, well, you see me maybe chilling with those elephants in the jungle or being on a beach, but what you may not know is that before I took that shot, before I was on a beach, I actually woke up really early on. I worked my ass off for 5 hours. I went to the gym and then I had my post-workout meal by the beach. And now I'm taking 1 hour to relax, meditate, maybe do some creative work. And guess what I'm gonna do later? I'm gonna get back to work, right? So I wanted to clear that misconception. If you are just getting started with business, I hope that this is some good food for thought. Let me know what you think about this topic. It's one of those tricky topics. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.